devil fruits are amazing fruits that give people incredible powers. But here's the catch. Not all of these fruits are winners. Some have limits, problems, or just weird abilities, making them not so great. Well, in this video, we will see the top 10 worst devil fruits in my opinion. Let's start with number 10, the Gocha Gocha no Mi, the Pile Pile fruit. At number 10 on our list, we have the Gocha Gocha no Mi, also known as the Pile Pile fruit. It's a type of devil fruit belonging to the Paramecia class. This fruit allows the user, Charlotte Nushi, from the Big Mom Pirates, to merge with other people. But here's the catch, if there are no other people around to merge with, the fruit is pretty much useless. We're not even sure if the user can force others to merge with them. Plus, how strong the merge form becomes depends a lot on the strength of each person involved. So to make the most of this fruit, the user needs to have a lot of friends around. In summary, this fruit is like a double-edged sword. It has the potential to be incredibly powerful if the user has a lot of allies to merge with, but it's completely useless if they're all alone. Number 9, the Sube Sube no Mi, the Slip Slip or Smooth Smooth fruit. Let's talk about the Sube Sube no Mi, also known as the Slip Slip or Smooth Smooth fruit. This is also a Paramecia type devil fruit. When someone eats it, their body becomes incredibly smooth and slippery. This makes it hard for most attacks or objects to hurt them, because things just slide off their body. If someone is even a bit overweight, eating this fruit will make them slim because the extra fat will just slide off their body. For example, Alvita, who ate this fruit, used to be overweight, but after eating it, she became slim because the extra fat slipped off her body. But there are limits to this fruit's power. Some attacks, like the ones from Smoker's Moku Moku no Mi, can still hurt the user even though they have the Sube Sube no Mi. Also, this fruit doesn't make the user better at attacking others, and its defense isn't top-notch. That's why it's considered one of the least useful devil fruits. Number 8, the Poke Poke no Mi, the Pocket Pocket fruit. Up next, we have the Poke Poke no Mi, also known as the Pocket Pocket fruit. If someone eats this devil fruit, they would have almost unlimited storage inside their own body. But besides that, this fruit doesn't really do much. Compared to other powerful devil fruits in the world of One Piece, it's kinda boring. Sure, it's useful in its own way, but it doesn't have any special powers like many other devil fruits do. That's why the Poke Poke no Mi is considered one of the worst ones in the story. It was eaten by Flamenco from the Whitebeard Pirates. This fruit gives Flamenco a cool ability. He can make pockets in his own body where he can store anything he wants. He keeps a lot of stuff in there, like his huge mallets. Flamenco uses his Pocket Pocket fruit to fight by pulling out huge mallets from the pouches in his face, like during the battle for Marineford. But in the end, it's basically just a fancy backpack. There are a few more reasons why the pocket fruit isn't great. Most practical weapons are already easy to carry around, so the ability to store them inside your body isn't that useful. Plus, using this ability makes the user's face look weird. Number 7, the Bisu Bisu no Mi, the Biscuit Biscuit fruit. Now, this one is quite a lame devil fruit. The Bisu Bisu no Mi, also known as the Biscuit Biscuit fruit. It gives the user, like Charlotte Cracker, the power to create and control biscuits. Like other Paramecia fruits, this one lets the user make a ton of biscuits whenever they want. To summon the biscuits, the user claps their hands, and then they can do all sorts of things with them. For example, they can make huge moving figures out of biscuits that look super real, as well as weapons. But as tough as these biscuits are, they can still be broken with enough force or softened by water, making them easy to eat. Using this power too much can also make the user tired, and they can even hurt themselves if they crash into their own biscuit creations. Plus, it seems like the user has to clap to make these biscuits, which is pretty inconvenient. Now here's the cool part. Even though this power might seem kind of lame at first, Cracker found a way to make it awesome. Instead of just making regular biscuits, he creates soldiers out of them. These biscuit soldiers can do whatever Cracker wants. They can fight enemies, get stuff for him, and protect Biscuit Island. And Cracker can make them even stronger by using hockey to toughen them up. The way he uses this fruit makes you forget that making biscuits might not sound like the coolest power at first. Number 6, the Baku Baku no Mi, the Munch Munch fruit. The 6th one on our list is the Baku Baku no Mi, also known as the Munch Munch fruit. It's also a Paramecia type devil fruit, and it was eaten by Wapol, the king of the Black Drum Kingdom. This fruit gives Wapol the ability to eat anything, even things that aren't normally edible, and then bring them back out of his body later. Technically, this power gives Wapol a huge potential for offense, because he can transform into parts of whatever he eats. But there's a catch. He has to be up close to his enemy to use it, and it's not very precise. If his opponent is fast on their feet, it's almost impossible for Wapol to take a bite out of them during a fight. Plus, Wapol is not in the best shape, and he doesn't have armament hockey, which made it even harder for him when he got beat by Luffy. There's another downside. Using this power makes the user constantly hungry, no matter how much they eat, and they can only bring back things they ate in the past 24 hours. Anything eaten before that is lost forever. Plus, the power boost they get from eating isn't always that great. Number 5, the Bata Bata no Mi, the Butter Butter fruit. Next one is the Bata Bata no Mi, also known as the Butter Butter fruit. It was eaten by Charlotte Galette. This fruit gives the user the power to create and control butter, turning them into a butter human. With this fruit, the user can make as much butter as they want. Even though the butter is usually slippery, the butter created by this fruit is actually quite sticky and gooey when it's in a semi-liquid form. This means the user can trap their opponents by wrapping them up in sticky butter. Now, here's the thing that makes this fruit not so great. While some devil fruits can create all sorts of food, this one can only make butter. Sure, the user can control control the butter and use it to make their enemy slip, but in the end, it's still just butter. No matter how skilled you are with this power, it's pretty hard to turn butter into a weapon. Number 4. The Kuku no Mi, the Cook fruit. The Kuku no Mi, known as the Cook fruit, is also a paramecia type devil fruit. It was eaten by Strusen. This fruit gives the user the power to turn objects into food. With this fruit, the user can easily make food out of anything, which is great for feeding themselves and others without having to cook. They can also turn objects into food to make them less dangerous or more useful. But here's the thing, even though the food made by this fruit can give you energy, it doesn't taste good at all. Big Mom, who ate Strusen's food, said it was bland and didn't have much flavor. So while it can fill you up, it won't satisfy your taste buds. In a fight, this fruit really doesn't shine either. There's not so much you can do with food in a battle, unless you're having a food fight. So overall, this fruit is one of the worst devil fruits in One Piece. Number 3. The Jake no Mi, the jacket fruit. The Jake no Mi, or jacket fruit, turns its user into a jacket that others can wear. Once worn, the user can control the wearer's body and use their strength. However, the jacket is useless until someone willingly puts it on. This makes the fruit dependent on finding a willing wearer, and if the wearer is weak, the user may not benefit much. This made Kelly Funk, the fruit's eater, one of the weakest fighters in Dressrosa. Number 2. The Fuku no Mi, the Garb fruit. Fuku no Mi, also known as the Garb fruit, was eaten by Kinemon. This fruit gives the user the power to create clothing and other things like accessories out of leaves or stones just by imagining them. Even though Kinemon thought he was using magic, his Garb fruit turned out to be pretty weak. It let him make clothes by changing rocks into threads. He used this power once to disguise his allies as the invading Onigashima forces, but that's about it. This fruit is so limited that it's surprising Kinemon found any use for it at all. Not only is it useless in a fight, but the clothes disappear as soon as you take them off, so they're not very good disguises either. Kinemon needs to have leaves, stones, or other small things nearby to make clothes, so if there aren't any around, he can't use his power. And the clothes he makes only last as long as he imagines them, so their quality depends on how good his imagination is. Overall, this devil fruit doesn't have many uses in combat or anywhere else. Number 1. The Hito no Mi, the human fruit. The worst one on our list is the Hito no Mi, which is a Zoan type devil fruit. It allows its user to transform into a human hybrid or a human at will. Tony Chopper, a reindeer, ate this fruit, becoming a human reindeer. While this fruit benefits Chopper, it's considered one of the worst devil fruits. If a human eats it, they don't gain any new powers but lose the ability to swim. Additionally, they won't even get the hybrid form typical of Zoan fruits, making it a wasted opportunity. Even Chopper had to create a drug called Rumble Ball to enhance his transformations, but it also has limitations and side effects. Furthermore, Chopper's appearance as a human reindeer mix led him to being misunderstood and mistreated by humans, making the human fruit the worst devil fruit in One Piece. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell to be notified of any of our latest uploads. That said, see you in the next one. Bye!